In today's video, I will show you how my algo, which I use to backtest every indicator and strategy on my videos, works, what its capacities are, as well as how I carry out all the statistical analysis fundamental to finding the best trading strategies. Stay tuned because at the end of the video I will reveal how you can have full access to all the algos that I will create from now on. Let's go! As an example, I will use the algo I created in the video about the QQE MT4 indicator. To know more details about this indicator, check out this video. I will leave the link to it in the description. The strategy created with the QQE had the untrend price DPO as a secondary confirmation indicator and the weighted moving average as a baseline. For risk management, I use the ATR indicator as usual. First, I would like to show you everything that can be customizable in this backtest algo. To access the definitions, you must click on this icon. As you can see, this is the control center of the algo. Let's look at the input section first. Right from the start, you have the data sample configuration area that you want to use to perform the backtest. You can change both the start and end dates as well as the trading sessions. As it is at zeros, it means that the algo will consider all time sessions, but if you want to use the London session, for example, you must put 0300 and 1200, and as you can see, it updates the session, visible by the green boxes that appear on the chart. In the description of the script, I have data about the remaining sessions. Then, in relation to these numbers, they mean the days of the week. 1 is for Sunday and 7 is for Saturday. For example, if you only want the algo to consider trading days on Mondays and Wednesdays, then you put only the numbers 2 and 4 here. Then you can find two assumptions: the one candle rule, which means that the algo will wait for one candle if is needed for all indicators to be aligned for a possible entry, and the baseline ATR rule with the respective number, which means that the algo will only consider entries that are at a maximum of X times the ATR value from the baseline, in this case 1 times the ATR pip value. These are extra rules that you can use to see if the strategy results improve or not. To turn them on, you just have to click on the box on the right side and you will be able to see the changes taking place instantly. After this, you have information about the risk management of the strategy. Here you can change the risk per signal that the algo uses, as well as the values of the take profits and stop losses, which are based on the ATR pip value. For example, if you want to use a one-to-one risk-to-reward ratio, you just have to use the same constant on these values, and again, you will see the results changing instantly. Below, you will find all the information about the strategy indicators. You can turn the indicators on or off with their respective actions, as well as change their settings. And again, when you change something, you will see the new results automatically. This is one of the most important features of this algo, as this is how you will be able to find the best combinations of settings for each type of strategy and market. Each Pine script that I will make available to you will have different indicators, always corresponding to the indicators that I used in the related YouTube video. Finally, you find an option related to the exit condition, which gives you two possibilities: static or to take profits. Static means that the algo will close the full position when the price reaches the take profit you asked above, while to take profits means that the algo will only close 50% of the position on the take profit and then will use a stop loss trailing system to control the rest 50% of the position in order to scale the profits. This trailing stop loss system will always be behind the price, considering the value you chose to calculate the stop losses. In this case, as I have 1.5 in value to use for the stop loss, then this sterling stop loss system will always be 1.5 times the ATR pip value behind the price. Therefore, when 50% of the trade is closed at the take profit 1, the algo will place the stop loss at the entry point of the second half of the trade and will move this stop loss according to the condition I explained earlier about the ATR. And again, you can try one or the other option to see which one increases the profit of your strategy the most. As you can see, you can test endless conditions and settings with this backtest algo. It is an extremely powerful tool. Now let's move on to the properties section. Here you can select the initial amount of trading capital and the base currency. In relation to the other conditions, I don't advise you to mess with them. Regarding the pyramiding here, it is at 2, as the algo divides the risk by 2 trades in order to be able to apply the stop loss trailing system if you wish so. Therefore, this does not change the authenticity of the results. If the risk you want to use is 2%, the algo divides it by 2, in this case 1% for each position. And if the exit system is static, it will place the take profits on both trades. And if it is the other, the algo will just put the take profit on one trade and apply the stop loss trailing system on the other trade. In theory, this may seem complex, but what matters is that in practice it is quite simple, and therefore you will be able to use this feature easily. In the style section, you will be able to activate or deactivate certain visualization metrics. But that doesn't change the results, it only changes the looks on the charts. I take this opportunity to say that the only indicator the algo puts on the chart is the baseline, in this case the weighted moving average, with the respective ATR bands if you use that option. The other indicators are not possible, as they make the graphs buggy. But if you want to view them, you just have to insert them individually with the respective settings that you ask for the algo to use. As you can see, it is very simple. Regarding the last section, visibility, you don't need to mess with it. Now, let's see some examples of how the algo works in practice. Therefore, a QQE signal is only valid if the untrend price DPO indicator points in the same direction and if the price is above the baseline for long trades or below it for short trades. At the moment, I'm on the daily time frame, and you can see that the algo performs all trades respecting these rules and placing the stop loss and take profit levels on the chart. If I now say that I want the algo to use the extra condition of the baseline ATR rule, using the value 2 as the constant, you will see that it will only consider valid trades that are not further from the baseline more than 2 times the ATR pip value. That is, trades that are within the bands that appear on the chart. And as you can see, the results of the strategy below change completely. Now let's turn this condition off again and ask the algo to use the stop loss trailing system. As you can see, it updates everything instantly. And again, you can see everything on the chart. When the time frame changes, it always updates everything, as well as when you change the market. And it works on all of them, in Forex, crypto, stocks, metals, among others. To find out more statistical information, you can explore this tool below. If you want to download all the strategy results to an Excel, you need to have the Pro Plus version of TradingView. However, I will also share this information with you every time I make a video about the full strategy. Let's now analyze the Excel to which you can also have full access. Here is the Excel with all the results of the QQE strategy applied with the algo. First, here you find a cover page with some disclaimers and theoretical information about some statistical metrics that you will find throughout this Excel. Then you can also check all the statistical information of each market in which the algo was applied. For this example, I applied the algo to 36 different types of markets, from Forex and crypto to gold, oil, and even the S&P 500 index, in the same sample from 2010 to 2022, that is, in 13 years of data. All this information that you are seeing has been transferred from the TradingView platform. There are more than 6,000 trades that were performed by the algo in just a few minutes. If you wanted to do this manually, believe me, it will take months or even more. Then, what I did was automatically join all these results and order them, using an Excel plugin which cost me $100 per year. So, you must have realized by now that this Excel has an extremely high value. And here are all the statistics you need to know to see if a strategy is efficient or not. Up here, you will find information about the metrics and rules used in the strategy, which were the same ones I used in the QE video. You will also find the data sample used, the risk per trade, the initial balance of the account, and the number of markets where the algo was applied. Below are all the trades carried out, sorted by position opening date, with the respective information, just like any professional trader uses. On the right side, you will find the account equity chart and the respective drawdown chart. Finally, here you will find several statistical information about the strategy, from its win rate, expected annual return, average drawdown, and even its Sharpe ratio. And all of this can be changed. If you just want to see the results of the strategy applied to the forex market, for example, then you just have to delete the remaining markets and the Excel will automatically update all the stats of the strategy. It's amazing, right? Finally, I left you a special gift here, a sheet where you can carry out Monte Carlo simulations automatically. You just have to double click on a random cell and press enter. This type of simulation is extremely important to verify the efficiency of a strategy, where you can find out the maximum expected average drawdown value when applying this strategy in the live market, which is essential data to define the risk you will use. And in this case, you can see that the results of this strategy are very promising. As I showed throughout this video, from today on I will share all the Pine scripts with the backtest algos of all the indicators and strategies that I test in YouTube videos, as well as the respective Excels with all the professional stats of the strategies. This may be your only chance in life to take the step you need to become a professional trader. It's time to stop losing money or going into break-even. It's time for you to start winning. In order to find out if a strategy is real and efficient, you have to test it with great precision and in the biggest possible number of trades. And this is only possible when using a backtesting algo. You will be able to have access to all my algos in Pine script and documents in Excel, like the ones you viewed in this video. These contents and tools are extremely precious, possibly with a value over thousands of dollars, but I'm here to help you. And as such, you can have full access to all of this and much more for a very low and symbolic value that you can find when you enter in the channel's official Patreon. I will leave the link to it in the description. And I have another piece of advice for you. Hurry up, as spots are extremely limited, because I will want to give special support to all of those who are willing to change their lives. I will be waiting for you. And that's it. I hope you learned something from this video, and don't forget to subscribe, share and like it to support me in bringing more content to you. Be well, thank you, bye bye.